Aries, hello and welcome into your tarot card reading for November. So let's see what the future might bring for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from a spiritual message. So that will be at the very beginning. Let's wait for, I'm just going to go with the flow, Aries, so bear with me. Those four cards going to be representing, actually 8, make it 8, the 4 weeks of November. So let's roll. And those 3 going to be kind of more focused ones, like an advice or whatever suggestion is going to come through. So this one will be what to focus on. This one what to release. And then suggestion of the best possible way forward. And that's not all. One of my amazing rune cards going to serve as additional commentary to your reading. So Aries, what do we have here? We have a card called Synchronicity. So what does it say? Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they are being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. That's very interesting, Aries. So let's see what we're going to have here. So the first card is 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords, I like it, Aries, already, 7 of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. Then we have the Hangman, we have the Pope, we have a 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Wands. Then we have the Queen of Cups. What to focus on? Okay. What to release? Emperor. And this best possible way forward is Page of Wands. And this one I'm going to leave until the very, very end as a commentary. So Aries, the November seems to be starting from some kind of worry. 9 of Swords is representing worry, sleepless nights, thinking about the future, running through your head, worst case scenarios possibly. Sometimes it also might be to do with facing some kind of realities, things that we sometimes, or you Aries, don't want to be acknowledging, realizing. The 9 of Swords is also sometimes indicating that we're doing it to ourselves. So we tend to go into this kind of behavioral loop of running those negative thoughts, and because for whatever reason those thoughts that keep coming back and coming back, they might produce this kind of feeling of anxiety, because thoughts, indeed, they're responsible for our emotions. So the way how we think is just the way how we feel, and we might be doing it to ourselves quite often. So Aries, this is kind of a suggestion, is a kind of indication that that might be the case. If that is the case, and you can see it in your everyday life, maybe if you can catch it, it's just and manage to kind of stop this loop from kind of keep going on and on and on. Presumably that will be immensely helpful for your well-being and your health, both physical and mental. And because we have a 6 of Swords over here, the indication is, as you can see, that whatever it is that you might be worrying about, or there's something that is on your mind that is kind of producing this kind of worst case scenarios, you'll be able to overcome this. And you will be able to overcome this either because you're going to come accept it and kind of run with it and be able to manage it in a way that you'll be able to kind of incorporate into your way of thinking. So you'll be able to manage to overcome that way of thinking, difficulty, whatever it might be. The only thing that is coming with this card, and I don't know how clearly you can see there are 3 people here on the boat, and sometimes those 6 of Swords is indicating the travel. Travel might be mental, might be equally physical, might be physical traveling from one place to another. But also this card has such a wealth of meanings. Might be representing ourselves, and they might be representing our feminine and female and inner child kind of personality, also our ego, our subconscious and our higher self. And this is a question of, this man is representing the kind of being too controlling, managing situation. The woman sometimes is indicating that we just simply take things on board and we deal with them, or we are able to kind of come to the terms with certain things and deal with them, but not to release them. So whatever it is there that it might be bothering you, basically the overall message is do it in a way that you don't take it as a burden on yourself. And I think this is overall message about, yes, you can be controlled, yes, you can overcome this, but not burden yourself with too many scenarios or things that, okay, so I'm going to do this, okay, so it's not necessarily that's the way. And presumably they want to kind of pinpoint something about your perception. I think that's what's coming through, because everything is in your perception. So this is 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is to realize what is it that you want. And it's almost to understand what is it that you're after, what kind of possibilities are. There might be too many things happening, or you might be interested in too many things, or you might be presented with different options, different avenues, different ways of approaching things, different decision-making processes, or different decisions to be made. And basically what the 7 of Cups is saying, focus on what you want, what you truly want. Don't go for things they are nice to have. Go for this, what you truly want. And 2 of Pentacles is indicating that the best way forward is if you're going to focus on one thing and doing it in a way that one thing at a time. Don't try to multitask. Don't try to try to kill 2 stones in 2 birds. Hello, 2 birds with the one stone. Just go with the one thing and doing it bit by bit by bit. We also have some kind of because the Hangman sits straight underneath the Hangman, so you might be, whatever will be happening, whatever is going to start at the beginning of November, this might be because you kind of going through this process when you going to internalize everything, you're going to kind of have a rethink, and you're going to almost put everything on its head, and you're going to try to think how I can kind of manage certain things. Is that my fault? Have I done something wrong? So you might go through this kind of internal process. Equally, things that might be not moving at the pace you would like them to. We have a Hierophant just underneath the 6 of Swords. So indication over here might be that you might put on some kind of appearance that everything is fine. And that is actually a good way forward. Actually, you're not going to kind of show your worry. You're going to kind of put the brave face on, and you're going to march on. And actually, by doing it, you're going to put yourself in that kind of place when all of a sudden you're going to gain clarity. All of a sudden, everything that was happening around, or is going to happen around in November, it's not going to matter that much. Ain't going to be that overwhelming, because it almost feels like you're running like a water, and water is kind of had a tendency to run and spread in different kind of places, and this Hierophant is showing, okay, so it's going to be like this vase, it's just going to give you that kind of structure, and all of a sudden you're going to see things with far much more clarity. The Nine of Pentacles, it says that in terms of your financial situation or your finances or your well-being, you are doing well, or you're going to be doing well, and there's nothing to be worried about. The Knight of Wands, the indication is that whatever is going to happen here with your finances, you're going to receive some kind of good news. There will be some good news coming your way. There might be even a development, something going to start moving, things going to start to be in a flux. So whatever this kind of, I don't know what to do, I don't have a clarity, I'm afraid of this, you know, this might be, you might be afraid of financial situation, paying the bills, I'm not going to have enough, that how I'm going to manage. So all those things, you're going to kind of go through the motions and notions of it, and then all of a sudden you're going to say, okay, enough is enough, I have to kind of center myself. And when you're going to center yourself, it almost looks like whatever is going to happen, things are going to start flowing, you're going to see that actually situation is better than you thought it is. And there's some kind of very good news coming your way. So what to focus on is to focus on your soul, on your not soul. What is it that you truly want? Because basically that's what the 8 of 7 actually. Oh, Cups is saying you might be just dazzled by or distracted by all those things that they are possible. Of course they're possible, they're not possible to be achieved in one go. So it's almost doing this bit by bit kind of thing that is suggested over here. And they say focus on that one thing and focus on what you truly would like to do and do it. What the Emperor wants to release is, how about if I would say that not everything has to be done in a way how you envisage. Just go with the flow. Have that center, have that kind of understanding, what is it that you would like to do, but don't focus your energy on as one of my dogs not being in a mood. If you heard it, presumably you might have. So the Emperor is saying, you know what to do, you have the means to do it. I think the overall message that is coming to me is just start doing it. Start rolling with things. You have a very good base, you have everything that is needed for you to succeed. Just roll your sleeves and just get on with it. That is overall message. And what's the best possible way? Start. So I think that is overall message is, it's almost like ties up. It ties up with focus on what you truly want. Go for things that you, one thing at a time that you truly would like to do. Other things, they can wait. And you'll be able to do them because it looks like you will, but it's just you might be going through this kind of situation of being overwhelmed. And they say you have everything that is needed for you to succeed, so roll with it, and this is begun. Start. Go with it. And you have a skill, you have an amazing amount of skill set, knowledge, and also you have a drive. And allow this drive to take you places. That's what is coming through. So what's additional commentary? Oh my god, Aries, can you see this? It's about going with the flow. It's about, I think over here it's the worry and self-doubt that is coming from November. And it's natural because we all go through motions and oceans. I'm a Libra myself. I go up and down all the time. I totally understand this. So the Chariot over here saying go for it. Everything is available to you. There are things you can do and achieve, but it's almost what you need is just to have that kind of soul focus. Focus on things that you truly would like to do and understand that you have everything that's available to you. Maybe it's not ideal, and maybe Aries, you might be a perfectionist. Some of you that is coming around, that's what is coming coming through. You might be wanting things be in a perfect order. You would like to nothing, you know, if you're going to think about what is happening, the order comes from chaos, and chaos is very much needed because chaos brings this ability to see things from a new perspective and actually see things that we could possibly overlook or not paying attention to it. So Aries, looks like November going to kind of start with worry, but then when you kind of center yourself and you realize what is it that you can do, you're going to roll with it, and it looks extremely good. Financial situation going to improve, or you're going to have some cash, or there's going to be a very good news coming your way, and maybe you'll be even approached by someone regarding money, or money going to be flowing in. I understand that maybe things are not going to happen within your timeline, but still this is kind of needed because it feels like things, they need to be flushed out before you're going to proceed. So it's almost like needed, even though it appears to be like a delay. This delay in a long run going to be, and actually is, the way how it comes through, it's very, very beneficial. Aries, thank you for tuning. I hope you're going to have an absolutely smashing November. If that resonated with you, please let me know by commenting, liking and subscribing. And bye for now.